Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Facebook, it's been a minute. YouTube, it's only been a day. And I'm happy to be here today. Check my volume. I'm in a different place of my home today. So I'll make sure everything is copacetic. This is the Sabbath. I'm excited. We're reading Psalms 92, Amplified Version. And it says, "It is a good and delightful thing to give thanks to the Lord, to sing praises with musical accompaniment to your name, O Most High, to show forth your loving kindness in the morning and your faithfulness by night, with an instrument of 10 strings and with the lute and solemn sound upon the lyre. For you, O Lord, have made me glad by your works. At the deeds of your hands I will joyfully sing. How great are your doings, O Lord! Your thoughts are very deep. A man is in his rude and uncultivated state, knows not, neither does a self-confident fool understand this, that though the wicked spring up like grass, and all evildoers flourish, they are doomed to be destroyed forever. But you, O Lord, are on high forever. For behold, your adversaries, O Lord, for behold, your enemies shall perish. All evildoers shall be scattered. But my horn, the emblem of excess and of excessive strength and stately grace, you have exalted like a wild ox. I am anointed with fresh oil. My eyes look upon those who lie in wait for me. My ears hear the evildoers that rise up against me. The uncompromisingly righteous shall flourish like a palm tree, be long lived, stately, upright, useful, and fruitful. They shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon, majestic, stable, durable, and incorruptible. Planted in the house of the Lord, they shall flourish in the courts of God. Growing in grace, they shall still bring forth fruit in old age, but they shall be full of sap, of spiritual vitality, and rich in the verdure of trust, love, and contentment. They are the living memorials to show that the Lord is upright, faithful, and his promises, and faithful to his promises. He is my rock, and in no unrighteous, and there is no unrighteousness in him. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Sabbath. I'm gonna post where my church is. Please come and join us. We will be having a Sabbath celebration this morning at 10:30. Peace. I love you. He love you. Have a great day. Good morning, CC. I ended on YouTube, on Facebook. I might do another one for YouTube. I did have another one, but I can't think of it right now. If you have a request, please go for it. Or a question or anything. YouTube, y'all get a little more time with me because you're more faithful every morning. I just want to give a little nugget for Facebook. I haven't posted on Facebook in a minute. Their attention span, I'm praying for them. Let's see. I wanted to read about the Passover. This Friday. Psalms 113. Bear with me. It says Psalms 113 through Psalms 118. It talks about the Passover, but I'm not going to read all 5 of those, but I'll just let you know that Psalms 113 and Psalms 118 discusses the Passover, which is the feast that is coming up on March the 30th. Might have missed it, but I was just wondering if you are moving around from sometimes from the Old to New Testament. Sometimes I'm reading Leviticus every day. Today is the Sabbath, so I try to encourage us to read the so the Acts was, I actually still have it up here. Acts, I read that because we were talking about the sin offering, and the to have atonement. And one morning, the Most High explained, got me up and sent me to Acts, and I read how they were having a conversation about how the law, the sin, the law to get us free from sin was the law that was done away with. And I've never read, I think it was Leviticus 8. I never read it before where it said the law of sin to kill this animal for the, and this is the sin law. And that's what it said. I was like, whoa. And so I just explained that when they were talking about it in Acts, they weren't talking about the Ten Commandments. They were talking about the law of sin. And so growing up, when I would read it, I'll read where I used to think what it was. It's Acts 13, verse 39. And that through him, everyone who believes, who acknowledges Jesus as Savior and devotes himself to him, is absolved, cleared, and freed from every charge which could not be justified and freed by the law of Moses. So that verse right there, by the part that says, by the law of Moses, that law of Moses is the law of sin. They're not talking about the law of Moses, the Ten Commandments, because the Ten Commandments actually is after you get saved. The Ten Commandments are only the people who are trying to live for God. The Ten Commandments are not people who are sinning. So it's two separate laws. The law of Moses, the Ten Commandments don't give you atonement, which is a key word in Leviticus. You got to get very familiar with atonement. Yeshua, Jesus gave us atonement. He was our sacrificial lamb. And so I'm going to go back to Leviticus and try to find the one. In fact, I'm just going to Google it so I don't keep you too long. But I do take more time on the Sabbath. It says it a few times, which I used to, I just know it's not like that on by accident. So it's Leviticus 4, Leviticus 5, and Leviticus chapter 6. So Leviticus chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6. I believe it was 5. But I'm gonna find it. That said it plainly. This is the sin law. Yes, to put it into context. You know, I read Leviticus before, but this is the first time I'm getting this much understanding about it. I'm like, man, it's so amazing. You know, he just almost in the middle of reading it, he gives me more insight. Like I'll sometimes glance over it because Leviticus so I glance over it and then I look. So I never really read it all the way through. But when I glanced over that one, I still didn't see it. I didn't see it till I was in the middle of reading it live. So sometimes you'll see me, pause and stuff like that. Is because the revelation hit me at the same time. My eyes were open at the same time I'm saying it. It says sin law. I'm trying to find those words together because every time you see which the law could not do in the New Testament, this is the law that they're talking about. They're not talking about the Ten Commandments. And one of those, I think last Sabbath, if you go back to that one, I read it. I'm gonna do better with my notes. But But he said, "This is good. I don't think I ever read Leviticus, and it is important to get the full understanding of God's character. Charity, that's the whole reason he has me doing this. I'm like, God, like, what is this? You know, and you know how he sent people out and he only gives them this much information on why they're doing it? Just go. Like, Abram, leave your father. Go. Moses, go to Pharaoh. Or is he gonna let him go without telling him? And where am I going when I leave my parents? What Abraham said. And so he's like, get up at 6. Read. I'm like, okay. And you know, I'm on this journey with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm on it with you. And I'm excited every time because I'm getting closer with him. And my prayer that you guys are getting closer with him and to really understand what he's talking about. Because the Bible is his book. It's not Paul's book. It's not Peter's book. It's not, you know, my book. It's his book. It's his love letter to you. It's his love letter to me. And we haven't rightfully divided it. We have embarrassed ourselves. As Timothy says, he said, rightfully divide that word. So that you won't be embarrassed. So many times, you know. I wish I had my phone next to me, but I don't. Okay, I Googled it again. I think I found it. Leviticus chapter 7. First verse says, and this is the law of sacrifice for sin. Yep, so read Leviticus chapter 7. And it'll tell you take a animal without blemish, which is key too, because you'll find that God is consistent. So Yeshua, Jesus, he had to be without blemish too. And it said it's the most holy sacrifice. Leviticus chapter 7, verse 1. It's so amazing. So it's different laws. In fact, it's 319 of them, but they're all to protect us and to set us apart from the other nations. Egypt was a nation before Hebrew Israelite, the Israelites were, before Jacob, before the 12 tribes were born. Egypt was already a nation, and they did a lot of really weird stuff. And so the laws were written and given to us so that when we're around these different people, we're with them, but we're not like them. So the New Testament verse of it says, we are in this world, but we are not of this world. Because we don't act like anybody else. You know, they drunk blood. They sacrificed to their gods with their children. They cut themselves. They did a lot. They slept with everybody. You know, they didn't have any moral character as far as sexual things of that nature. So, hopefully, I answered all your questions. I enjoyed it. Anytime I read the Bible and share the Most High, I enjoy it. So, if anybody else have a question, I know I keep seeing it flip. Yeah, he is protecting us. He's so, man. I just imagine, I've spent a lot more time with my dad recently, and just getting to know his character as an adult. It's like he don't play about his kids. And if our earthly father, my earthly father is like that, how is the Most High? Like, he's even more protective, even more. He's just, He loves us so much. And I'm just gonna keep telling y'all. Yeah, it's like the laws about women being unclean after childbirth and during sex. Yes, honey. The first year I got married, I did not know about that law. I did not wait all the time. Listen, this is a testimony, okay? I did not wait all the time, and my husband was like, "Honey, you said you was off. You're not. We'll wait a couple more days because I didn't know. I didn't know. I was a virgin when I got married. More of my testimony, but I was a virgin, so I didn't know, and I didn't read about it till probably 5 or 6 years later. We stumbled on the fact that don't work. I didn't. I think it was probably day 6, and my cycle goes 7 days my whole life. Okay, you actually supposed to wait a day after your last day to make sure that your body has completely cleared itself. Yeah, it gets real in there, real deep. But people who don't wait put themselves at risk for cancer, ovarian cancer. Who knows what happens to the man? Yeah, yeah. I waited. We'll talk about that another time. I did. Yeah, yeah. Life is different now, but as far as I'm no longer married. Um, but that's my testimony. We are a lot closer and a lot better friends now. My daughter is amazing. She's good. She's cool. She's not that statistical kid of a divorced parents, but you know, yep, he is the only wise God, like you said in the other video. We are still open. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to finish typing. Yes, we're still open at childbirth. Yes, we are. Yep, the bodies are still open. So, I can talk forever, but today is a Sabbath. Passover. This is the key points I wanted to get to you. Today is the Sabbath, and the Passover is Friday. I will be going live, but it's to only select people. So if you want to see the Sabbath, the Passover meal and stuff like that, let me know and I'll send you the link. And the laws, you can read Leviticus chapter 17 and connect it with Acts chapter 13, verse 39. He's explaining that Jesus is the only one that can save that can give us atonement for our sins. And that's true. That's true. He's the only one. And I'm excited about it. Thank you. Because if I had to kill an animal every time I did something wrong, I'd be like, I'm straight. Because the priest's going to be like, you back again? What are you doing? Stop sitting. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can only imagine how it was to keep having to come and kill your cattle. That's probably bad for business. There's so much I can say about it, but we getting through it. Leviticus. Next, we have Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and then we're reading Deuteronomy. And then I'm gonna start all back over. And that time, Charity, I will be reading the direct correlation with the New Testament. So look forward to that one. I don't know how I'm gonna do it inside of the 10 minutes, 6 to 10 minutes that he's giving me, but we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll read the Torah portion, part of it in the morning, and then after the evening, I'll read the New Testament part. But look forward to it. It's a little commercial. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Have a great one. I'm about to get ready for the service. And if you want to watch service too, just text me. I'll send you the link to that as well, because I know you don't really do Facebook like that. So I'll send you a link to that as well, because now I can go live from my cell phone on YouTube. Yay! It's so exciting. It's so clear. So I'll have my cell phone camera for Facebook up for my Facebook watchers, and I'll have my YouTube camera up for my YouTube watchers to watch the service. So we getting this word, we getting excited, we getting on fire for the Most High, so we can be a light that shine in this very dark world. So go let your light shine because I love you and He loves you. Peace.